Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the road. Thank God in Jesus' name. We're back on the road here. We're just leaving Liberal, Kansas, and you're seeing the sunset there. We got the Lisa Marie fixed up. I was kind of overcharged. What happened is the inline fuel pump went out, and it was diagnosed that the fuel pressure was low, and I was able to get 2 free tows from my insurance. And then what happened was I thought it was the ignition coil again, or it wasn't. It was the inline fuel pump. Well, inline fuel pumps run $50 to $100. In a nutshell, the guy wanted $400, which was way a lot. I told him, I said, look, I don't have a lot of money, man. I'm a hard-working, blue-collar guy. So I gave him $350 cash. He spent a couple hours on it, diagnosing the fuel system. He ended up actually replacing my fuel filter. My fuel filter needed to be replaced. I haven't replaced it in years. But that didn't solve the problem to start. It was the inline fuel pump. So I had my fuel filter replaced. It didn't really need to be replaced, but it was time anyway. And my inline fuel pump, and the guy wanted $400 cash, and I thought it was excessive. I thought it wouldn't be more than a couple $100. And I ended up settling. He said, well, I said, would you take $320, $325? He said, no. He said, just give me $350. I gave him $200. He trusted me that I would come back. I had brought $200 cash with me. He trusted I would come back and give him the rest of the $150, which I did. I went back and gave him the rest of the money. And that ended up costing me $350 total with 2 free tows. Not a good thing, but what can I do? I have to get on the road because there's an ice storm coming in Liberal, Kansas. And within a couple days, the low temperature here is going to be 9 degrees. So I need to get out of Dodge and get south, get down as much south as I can, because the weather is deteriorating here really soon. So anyways, I didn't really get any donations from anybody. It is what it is. One person sent $5, and I thank that person. I'm not going to say who their name is, but thank you. I incurred costs here, but I was prepared, and I think I need to do more preventative maintenance on the Lisa Marie. Sometimes you don't replace things that should be replaced, but things just break down over time. Every time things just break down over time, and so you have a choice. Either you replace things that don't need to be replaced but eventually need to be replaced, and you save money by doing it while your vehicle is running and being able to find a reasonable mechanic, or you know, like right now, spark plugs and wires, I haven't did those in a while. They need to be done, and everything's running well, but you know, something is preventative maintenance. So the more preventative maintenance you can do, it's like prepping, the better you're going to be in the long run. So that's the situation. And sometimes things just break down, and that's what it is with these rigs. Little breakdowns here and there, little things with the electrical system, the ignition system, the starting system, the fuel system, and little things are just going to break down. So it's just better to just, if you got the money, to just replace everything, as many parts as you can, especially in your electrical system, your ignition system, your fuel system, and then that way in the long haul you'll have a longer shelf life. Yeah, I'm going to be driving through the night. I just started driving right now, actually, after getting everything done and going to get the guy the rest of his money. It's already 5 o'clock now, but I need to get out of Dodge because the weather was nice here today, but like I said, in a few days the weather's going to go downhill. So all in all, that's about it. It's one of those things, folks. You know, things break down on the way. I hope I don't have any other breakdowns, but that's the situation with these rigs, and with any rig. It's going to be little breakdowns that are primarily going to primarily going to be your electrical systems, your fuel systems, or your ignition systems. Those always, stuff like that always breaks down, you know. And people always talk about, and give me a 69 if you guys can hear me, and I'd appreciate your support of PayPal.me/ElvisTravels. If you could drop $5, $10, $15, $20, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's listed on my PayPal is on my Twitter account, and it's right here on Facebook. And I'd appreciate your support, guys, to offset some of these costs. But the bottom line is, that's what it is. And that's what I learned over time owning vehicles, especially like I've had this van right now since June of 2014, and I have multiple breakdowns of my ignition system. I had my ignition for my key here went out on me, my starter solenoids, you know, stuff of that nature, you know, and a lot of problems with the fuel system in the past. Fuel selector valve wasn't working, fuel pumps weren't working, I had issues with the fuel venting systems. And now an inline fuel pump, which is one of the easiest things. But what can you do when you're in a situation and you're on the road and you get towed and you're at the mercy of the mechanic? You know, they take advantage of you. I believe I was taken advantage of. I believe that he spent a couple hours on the rig. You know, I don't think he should have charged me more than you know, $200 labor, you know, I mean, and if the fuel pump was, he claimed the fuel pump was a Delphi high pressure fuel pump that he paid $165 for. I don't really believe him, but that is what it is. So anyways, we're headed down south. You know, I wouldn't be in a hurry to leave this area or whatever. I like to take my time on the road, but inclement weather is coming. And it was cold last night. It was 21 degrees. I slept in a rig, only got a few hours of sleep. I don't think I'm going to drive that far tonight because, to be honest with you, I have barely slept today. I had to get up early, get towed, get to the mechanic. I got up at, it was probably 8:15 in the morning, and by the time I slept, it was probably 4 in the morning. So I only got 3 or 4 hours sleep. So I'm going to drive as much as I can. I really need to start getting south because after tomorrow the weather is going to be going really downhill. So that's about it. And I haven't taken a shower in a while, not because I haven't want to, because there's not a lot of Planet Fitnesses on the road here, and it's been you know, I figured let me save money and be frugal. I don't want to pay $13 for a Love's Truck Stop shower. So it is what it is. So please pray for me, guys, in Jesus' name. Nobody takes advantage of people anymore. That would be the asking for money when you already have money. Okay, well, it's not about taking advantage of anybody. It's I have money, I can afford to get things fixed. But the bottom line is, if I have fans that like me personally, and I'm not saying that I'm putting out any quality content right now or anything, but there's people that, you know, I don't see that taking advantage of people. If people want to donate $5, $10, $15, $20 for food or gas, that's not taking advantage of anybody. That's up to their free will. If they want to give, they want to give. And if they don't want to give, they don't have to give. So, it's just like with any other content creator. When you watch anybody on YouTube, whether they have a Patreon, whether they have a PayPal or a Zelle or Venmo or Cash App, it's up to people's free will if they want to give. Nobody's tying anybody's hand behind their back. Nobody's holding anybody hostage. I'm not taking advantage of anybody. It's up to them if they want to give. And if somebody likes me personally as a person, like I said, I'm not really putting out any quality content right now. I'm just on the road living my life. And if they want to give and if they want to donate, that's up to them. Nothing's required. I'm not holding them hostage. That's up to them. I can cover my expenses. I've got over $4,000 in the bank. I can cover my expenses. My expenses are covered. I work from May 10th to December 22nd. I've got, and I'm being straightforward and honest, I've got, right now I've probably got around, well, probably don't have $4,200 in the bank anymore. I probably have maybe $3,800 or $3,900 or whatever it is, and I got one more check coming up from my job, which is about $570. So I'm still going to have well over $4,000 in the bank. And I'm being honest. If I was taking advantage of people, I would come on there and lie and say, hey, you know what? I got $500 to my name. I need help to fix my fuel pump. I'm not saying that. I'm being honest. Right now I got around $4,000 in the bank, and I got my last check coming from my job, which is about, I think, $570. So I'm going to be back well over $4,000. And so the bottom line is, you know, my rig is paid off. Yeah, I have money to be out here on the road and to take some time off. And if I was taking advantage of people or lying, I would come on and say, hey, I got $200 in the bank. I'm stranded. Help me out. And I'm not saying that. So I'm being honest with people, and I'm not taking advantage of anybody. This mechanic charged me a lot of money, but he was honest with me. He didn't trick me. He didn't lie to me and tell me it was something else or I needed something else. He did preventative maintenance. I needed a fuel filter really bad. That had not been changed in a long time, and he showed me that it wasn't in very good shape. And I'm glad he changed that, and it was good preventative maintenance. Obviously, he diagnosed the problem and found the problem and replaced my inline fuel pump. Didn't throw parts at it like other mechanics throw parts at it, and then you're wasting money on parts and you're wasting money on labor. He didn't do that. I'm glad that he took his time. He diagnosed it with a fuel PSI gauge on the fuel rail, and he found the problem. He didn't take advantage of me. I appreciated his honesty, and he trusts me. He trusts that I left. I gave him $200 cash, and he trusts that I left. Didn't hold my ID or driver's license or anything. Didn't say pay the rest with your debit card. He trusts that I came back. I'm glad that he respected me like that, and I went back and I gave the man his money. And that's the bottom line. What would you admit for lying for money? I'm not lying or scamming anybody for anything. It's up to their free will if they want to give me money. That's up to their free will. I'm not lying or scamming or taking advantage of anybody. If somebody likes me personally as a person and they want to help me out for food or gas or give me $5, $10, $15, $20, that's on them. So that's the bottom line. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to be out here on the road. So that's not taking advantage of anybody. I'm not lying to anybody. So whatever you say to me taking advantage of people, it's not valid because there's nothing that I'm doing taking advantage. I'm not lying or scamming anybody. I'm confident in myself. I work. I put in the work. I put in the time. I didn't work hard. I could have saved more money. I could have worked overtime. But I worked at a leisurely pace, and I made right around 22,000 this year. Out of all that money total, I saved up about $5,000. So my goal was to save at least $5,000, and I saved up right around $5,000 out of that money. You know, I'm fine. So, like I said, the bottom line is, when you say taking advantage of people, explain to me how. I'm not lying to anybody. I'm not scamming anybody. I'm not taking advantage of anybody. If people want to give $5, $10, $15, $20, and there's a nice Class A right there with a big trailer. If people want to give, you know, $5, $10, $15, $20, that's their prerogative. That's up to them. And nobody's scamming, lying, or doing anything over here. That's about it. So I've never scammed or lied to anybody doing anything. Everything that I've done to ever since I've been on YouTube, since I got monetized, well, when I was monetized on YouTube in January 2015, until I got off of YouTube, I never lied to people. Every dime that they gave me, I showed them what I did with the money. If I spend it on food, I spend it on food. If I spend it on repairs on Lisa Marie, I spend it on repairs on Lisa Marie. Every person that's ever donated to me knows where their money went to. And I made thousands of dollars on YouTube. And I think just in AdSense, I made about 37 or 38,000 with Super Chat and AdSense. And probably with the GoFundMes and the PayPals, you could probably add another 20 grand. That's not a lot of money, you know, about, let's just say around 40 grand on AdSense Super Chat in 5-6 years, and I would say probably another 20 grand probably with donations to GoFundMe and PayPal maybe. So, you know, 60 grand is not a lot of money, you know, for, you know, 5-6 years being online. It's good money for somebody who's living in a van, but it's not a whole lot of bunch of money, you know. But I never scammed or lied to anybody about anything. Never did that. Never did that. Where I had to GoFundMe, it was all about. I told people ahead of time I need money to live on. But that's the bottom line. So please say a prayer for me in Jesus' name. Be safe on the road here. I'm going to be getting to my destination. Liberal, Kansas was a really, really cool town. A lot of beautiful Mexican girls. There were some cute little white girls in there. The people in there were very friendly. I was treated very, very well. Really, I was treated very, very well for the most part. The tow truck company, the tow guy, even the mechanic guy, he was a little bit high, but I was treated very well. He was able to take me in right away and had me fixed by the end of the day, which is tremendous. To be able to do that at a mechanic shop when you have a Class B camper van that's 19 feet long and 10 feet high and over 10,000 pounds, there's not many people that want to work on it. And I feel blessed that I'm back on the road. By the end of the day, I feel blessed that I'm back on the road in less than 24 hours. I get that YouTubers deserve money to work along. I can't really read all that because I'm driving, but bottom line is, right now I'm just living my life. And so I feel positive, I feel great. It's been a great day for me here today. It's been a wonderful day for me here today. The weather was nice, it was sunny. I woke up early. I didn't sleep that much because I was excited to get up and try to get my rig fixed. And slept 3-4 hours. Didn't really eat that much last night, so I am a little bit hungry. I am a little bit tired, but I'm excited to get on the road. I'm excited to be back up and running in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. And the bottom line is, you know, like I said, if it wasn't for this weather coming through, there's a storm coming, like I said, to Liberal, Kansas area, and I think in a couple days the high is going to be 64, then it's going to plummet down to 9 degrees. And who wants to be in that kind of weather? If I were to be in that kind of weather, I was going to stay at a motel over there, and I found one for $36, which is a great price. $36 for a motel in 2021 is a great price. So that would have been good. I could have stayed in a motel for a couple days for $35. That would have been a great value to weather the storm if I had to wait longer to get my rig fixed. But thank God I didn't. So I'm very frugal, and I don't even want to pay $13 for a shower at Love's Truck Stop. I'm going to just wait to get to my destinations and go use the Planet Fitness. I pay $22 a month, and we're in Guyman, Oklahoma right now. Guyman, Oklahoma. I'm going to wipe my lens here. We are in Guyman, Oklahoma. I'm going to be stopping in Dalhart, Texas. That's where I'm going to be getting fuel at. We're just passing Guyman, Oklahoma here. There's a Love's Truck Stop, a small Love's Truck Stop. Speed limiter is 25 miles an hour in town. No, I think we're in Hooker, Oklahoma. We're passing through. This is a Grand Wagoneer. That's a nice rig. What is that there? Let me show you guys. Grand Wagoneer. That is sharp looking. Look at that. Grand Wagoneer. What's a Grand Wagoneer? Does Jeep make that, or is that a Land Rover? What is that? It's a nice rig, man. Yeah, that is a nice rig. That is a nice rig. Grand Wagoneer. Who makes that? Is that a Jeep? I've never seen one of those things, but they look really nice. So you're seeing the sunset here, ladies and gentlemen. The last few minutes left of daylight sun here as you see the halo of the sun going down. It's pretty to look at here on the horizon. But like I said, I haven't even, it was so cold last night, it was 21 degrees, but I'm used to sleeping at 21 degrees with no heat. I slept bundled up under the comforter, and I got about a 3-4 hour little power nap. Got up, I was excited. I went into Walmart. So I charged my battery. My battery was a little bit low. I went ahead and they charged the battery for me at Walmart. That's good. It came out and checked out good. So I charged the battery overnight. That was good. Like I said, I'm at the mechanic. I got a fuel filter that I needed to get anyway, and I got a fuel pump that I needed to get back on the road. And I did that all in less than a few hours in one day. And yes, the guy did charge me too much, but what can you do when you're in that predicament? My insurance came through for me, thank God. I got 2 free tows for free. I got towed to Walmart, and then spent the night there, and then got towed. And this guy, this mechanic that I went to, was affiliated with the tow truck company. They were buddies, and the tow truck guy recommended I go to this guy. And I had a great experience. Yes, I paid a little bit more money, but I got things going fast, right away, in less than one day. And that's what I feel great, that's what I feel positive about. And everything worked out pretty good for me. You know, everything worked out pretty good for me, you know. And I feel positive, I feel great. My insurance came through for me, the tow truck came through for me, the mechanic came through for me. Yes, he did charge me a little bit more money, but what can you do when you're in that predicament? When you're broke down, middle of nowhere on the side of the road in a small town, you would think that the small towns would be more reasonable in prices, but I found that when you're in that kind of predicament anywhere, they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to charge you more money because they know that you're the predicament that you're in. I'm going to go ahead and get off of this side of the road because it's so bumpy. The road is in bad shape on that side. And I'm going to go ahead and get on this side. But anyways, it's because of the way of the trucks. But Liberal, Kansas National Beef Company is there, where they bring in all the cows and bulls and all that, and that's where they kill them, slaughterhouse. And I had cattleman steak there, and cattleman steak house. I didn't really like the ribeye steak there; it wasn't really that good. Besides that, Liberal, Kansas, I had a pretty good opinion on it. It's easy to boondock. The people are very, very nice, friendly, much friendlier than usual, and many, comparing it to many other cities that I've been to. They're much friendlier than the average city. There's plenty of mechanics. There's plenty of pretty decently priced motels. But there's not much really of food options. There's not much really nightlife options. But if you're looking for a mechanic and you're looking to get serviced on your rig, it's not a bad place to be. Not a bad place to be. But yeah, I'm bringing the bull all right. You're the one who's bringing the bull all right. You know why you're bringing the bull, Bugs and Rugs? Because you don't have the courage to come on here with your real name. You're a troll. If you had the courage, you would come on here with your real name and your real face and your real picture, and you wouldn't be hiding behind a troll account and fake picture and fake name. Obviously, you don't have any courage at all, right? And like I said, all the stuff that you say, there's no validity to what you say. Absolutely no validity to what you say. I'm not lying to anybody. I'm not scamming anybody, like you're saying. and I'm not taking advantage of anybody. And if I am, please elaborate to me how, because I don't see it. Please elaborate to me how. Anybody can label someone a scammer or a liar or whatever, but you have to elaborate on that. You have to provide evidence, proof of that. Prove to me that I'm lying or scamming or cheating or taking advantage of anybody. Prove to me with evidence, with something factual, not just, hey, I can come and say that you're a liar. I can come and say that you're a racist But I've got to prove it, right? I've got to prove what I'm saying. You can't just say things about people just out of the blue just because you feel like it. You have to prove it with evidence. Life is all backed upon evidence, science, proof, technology. We can't just make things up in life. We can't get up in life every day and say, you know what? This is what I feel about something just because I feel. This is what my emotions, my feelings get hurt. This is what I believe. That's emotions, feelings. It's not science. It's not fact. In the world of biology, we need science. In the world of laws, we need a justice system. We need laws. Everything is governed by laws and science and biology. Proof, evidence. And I can say that you live in San Diego, California. Does that mean it's true? Does that mean I can prove it? Absolutely not, because I have no idea who you are. Because you're not using a real name, you're not using a real picture, you're not using a real profile. So it's one thing to say something, it's one thing to assume something, and it's a whole other ball of wax to prove something. And you can't prove a damn thing that you're saying about me. Not one thing. Not by science, not by facts, not by evidence, not by law, not by common sense, and not even by spirituality or religion or the Bible. You can't prove a damn thing. Nothing. There's not one thing that you can prove to me about anything that you say. It's not backed up by a Bible. It's not backed up by science. It's not backed up by laws. It's not backed up by common sense. It's not backed up by morality. Nothing that you can say is backed up by anything. Just like the dollar they're printing out of the Federal Reserve. It's not backed up by gold. They're just printing paper out. Can you show your proof of being vaxxed? For one, I don't have to. I'm not vaccinated, and I do want to get vaccinated. I believe I will get vaccinated, but you don't have to show proof of the vaccination at the border. The only time you got to show, not even a vaccination, I think, if you're flying internationally, not domestically. If you fly out of the United States, you have to show that you've been tested negative for COVID, I think within 24, 48, or 72 hours. And that's something across the board that international flights, even domestic flights, don't require that. Technically, when you're going over the border, you don't have to show vaccination, and you don't have to show your COVID test or status. And technically, they say you need a passport. You really don't. Technically, you can cross over with an ID, state ID, or driver's license, and your birth certificate. And you don't have to have a full passport. If you wanted to get a passport, you can get a crossing card for $30 to cross into Canada or Mexico. The only thing that's changed as far as crossing the border by walking through is you have to pay, I think, $30 for 180 days for a tourist visa to Mexico if you cross into the bigger border towns like Tijuana. I think the other borders you can just walk through. But I think Tijuana is wanting to upsell people on the tourist visa, and it's $30, and it's good for 180 days, and it's all about the blah 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 essential travel. It's just another way for them to make money and take advantage of the COVID situation. As far as driving into Mexico, you are required to have Mexican insurance, and then if your cell phone carrier doesn't work in Mexico, you got to make sure that you got coverage, or get a Mexican cell phone with a Mexican SIM card. Same thing with Canada, pretty much. American cell phones don't work over there. You got to get the Canadian cell phone and SIM card. As far as other stuff going into Mexico, yeah, that's it. You got the that's the situation with the car insurance. That's that situation basically. So it is what it is. So I guess I'm gonna keep on streaming here. It's kind of pretty to look at this halo. My phone is picking up this just picking up this nice scenery here. Yeah, it's picking up that nice scenery from the road. So like I said, and I'll reiterate to anybody, I don't care if you're a YouTuber, a content creator, a fan, a watcher of YouTube or Facebook or social media. I never say anything about anyone unless if I'm going to say something about someone, you better be damn well sure I'm going to prove it with evidence, science, facts, or law, or common sense, or religion, or moral-based argument. I'm going to have common sense. I'm not the kind of person that would ever, say something that doesn't make common sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting into Dalhart, Texas. We're going to be trying to get gas over there for about $2.82 a gallon. I have some fuel system cleaner that I got at Walmart. It's the cheap stuff, Super Tech. I'm going to throw some of those in my tanks. I like to run that heat stuff in my the heat fuel injector gas cleaner in my generator, but I'm going to be running some of that. It's a good idea to run some of that in your fuel injection system, and I think they work pretty good. So anyways, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant and ramble, but I'm excited today. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm just artificially pumped up with energy in a way. I'm excited to be making progress today. Hey, brother Mike James, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. So guys, that's pretty much the story. I hope people come back and watch this. It looks like Mr. Brass Silver Dog, my friend, you're making a video on me. Again, talking about me, and then you're allowing a lot of nasty negative comments on your videos about me, Brass Silver Dog. Again, you're a person who likes to bring in hate and negativity. All in the wild, Brass Silver Dog, and I know you're watching, or your minions are watching. Number one, you don't do anything, Brass Silver Dog. All you do is you stay in your house in Alabama and watch me and watch other people. And God rest Camo Dave Soul. He was a nice guy. He went out there to meet nomads. I wanted to check his content out. But the bottom line is, Brass Silver Dog, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. But I know that you might not necessarily be a hateful person. I really don't think you're a hateful person. But you allow a lot of hateful comments on your comment section of your videos about me. That doesn't mean that you support or harbor those comments, but you allow them. And that's a pretty negative thing, So I know you're watching, or your minions are watching, and that's fine. All I ask of you, Brad Silver Dog, is I don't think you're a hateful person or you wish me any bad. I just would wish that you could moderate some of your comments, of the hateful comments that people leave about me or wish me or my health or my rig bad luck. And you allow people to do that. The other day I had announced that I am diabetic, and somebody made a video about me being diabetic, wishing bad health upon me, or no, not a video, making a comment about that. And you allow that. You allow comments about people talking about my van breaking down, wishing that it broke down, wishing bad upon me. Again, I don't think you're a hateful person, but you allow those hateful and negative comments for people to wish bad upon my health, or say a lot of nasty things about my mom in particular. You've allowed that. You've you've also allowed just downright hateful comments about people hoping that I have breakdowns on my rig. And again, doesn't mean you're a hateful person, but you allow it. Now, why would you allow it? Again, because I don't know anything about you, but you have nothing going on in your life. You stay at home in Alabama and don't do anything. And you're retired, and you don't have a rig, you don't have an RV, you don't have a van, you don't have a conversion van, you don't do anything but sit in your home with your dogs and don't do anything and watch other people and nomads. And if that's what you like, and if you're happy with that, go for it. But why? All I ask you is this. Make all the videos you want about me. Say what you want about me, but please moderate the comments and get rid of those comments that that are nasty about my mom in particular. A lot of people are attacking my mom and my sister Janet on your comments, and you allow that. Remove those comments. I ask if you to remove those comments because that's not a nice thing to do, to attack my family. Number two, the comments that people wish me bad health, those should be removed. Those are downright hate. And the comments that are out there that are wishing breakdowns on Lisa Marie, those are downright hateful comments. They're not funny, they're hate. Those comments should be removed. Besides that, I don't have a problem with you or your channel. I don't care what people say about me. Just don't wish bad upon my health, don't wish bad upon my rig, and don't attack my family. Whatever else you want to say about me, go ahead. I could care less what you say about me. You want to know why? Brad Silverdog's followers? Because I'm never going to meet you guys. You don't pay my bills, and you don't. I don't report to you. You're not. I'm not under your authority. So, and you have freedom. Actually, YouTube does not have freedom of speech. It has moderated speech because it's a private platform and company. It's not. People can say freedom of speech. It is what it is. Freedom of speech of hate. So you can say whatever you want about me. I could care less. Just don't wish bad health upon me. Don't wish breakdowns on my rig, and don't attack my family. That's all I ask of. Not that Brad Silverdog, not that you're doing it, but the people in your comments section and your videos are doing it. So I would appreciate just have some common decency, my friend. If they want to make jokes about me and say nasty things about me, that's fine. But there's a limit. There's a limit. Don't wish bad health upon me. Don't wish breakdowns on my rig. And don't attack my mom and my sister. That's all I ask. These three things. If that's too much to ask for, that's all I ask. I think that's being fair. I think that's being more than fair. Now, they can say whatever the hell they want about me. I could care less. Like I said, you don't want to know why? Because I'm never going to meet those people. Because they don't pay my bills. And they have no authority over me. And that's the bottom line, my friend. Real Stream News, you're making videos about me. It wasn't nice that you made videos about me and highlighting where I worked at and urging the trolls to call so I could get fired and all this stuff. That's not a nice thing. That's another thing that hypocritical that the trolls do. They say, Elvis, we want you to get a job. When I get a job and I work from May 10th to December 22nd and make $22,000 a year, I'm not saying it's a lot of money, but I made money and worked and saved 5 G's in the bank. Why would those same people that say get a job instead of be on YouTube ask for donations? Now I actually did, not necessarily what they wanted to do. I had to do it for my own survival, but they want someone to work and not ask for donations. Why would those same people or trolls, I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying a handful of them, why would they contact my employer to try to get me fired when they themselves say, we want Elvis to get a job and not ask for donations on YouTube? That's my question. And there's probably just one person or a couple of people or a handful, I don't know, but whoever those people are that called my job and try to get me fired, I ask of you, why do you contradict yourselves? Why are you a hypocrite? Why on one end do you come out and say, Elvis, I want you to get a job and don't ask for donations on YouTube, but then on the same token, you try to call my job and get me fired? That's my question to all of you people. As far as Real Stream News, you're not a hateful person either, really, and you can make videos about me and put it up all you want and all that. It is what it is, my friend. But I think there's a limit. There's a limit. People can have fun and leave comments, but you know, there's a limit. There's speech and then there's hate speech. And I think what I'm emphasizing on and what I'm reiterating is, you know, there's fun speech, there's speech out there, you know, but there's something, you know, when you attack wish a person bad health, when you wish a person to break down on their rig, and when you attack their family viciously, when they make fun of my mom for having dementia, or they make fun of my sister because she's on testosterone or looks like a bodybuilder or whatever, that's hateful. That's not called for. That's going over the line. And you know, I'm just not for that. You know, that's just my opinion. So, you know, there's a lot of hate speech on the internet, and that's it. So let's see where we're at here. I think we're coming up on something here. Let's see. I'm kind of charged up on this Rockstar Energy here, so we're coming up on a light over here. Where are we at right now? Ooh, some bumps over here. Where are we at right now? 2.96 a gallon over here, 54. We're coming up on a town here. You talk more than my girlfriend, you think that's entertaining? Oh, there's the Oyo Motel. That's like supposed to be 36 bucks. Hey, my friend, whoever this is, Marcos, I'm not, let me see where we're at here. The Travelodge or the Best Western. There's a lot of different motels over here. That's pretty cool. That's what's cool about this Highway 54 here. There's a lot of different motels on the road, and they're pretty decently priced. Round Top Burgers and Grill. $2.96 a gallon here, Frank Oil Company. I don't know what town we're in here. I'm not sure. There's no signs. There's not much signage here on 54, so. Vallarta. Looks like a Vallarta Mexican bar and grill. Let's see. Budget in. We're going through a town over here. I'm not sure what town this is, but it's 35 miles an hour here, and the road is pretty bad shape. There's a Taco Bell, and I think this is the intersection. There's Hutch's gas station. Hutch's gas station. Hey, I don't claim that this is entertainment, brother. I'm just on here living my life. I'm not creating content, really. I'm just on here living my life and just doing a stream. This is just a hobby to me at this point. I'm not, you know, I'm not on here claiming that I'm an entertainer anymore. I'm not on here claiming that I'm a content creator anymore. I'm just on here on a Facebook. And even though it is a fan page, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for just sharing my life, social media. This is Facebook, man. But if people want to help out at PayPal.me/Elvis Travels, that's on them. All right, we're leaving this town here. There was really no name of this town. I wonder if this was what town this was. If this was Guyman, Oklahoma, or what. But it was a town that you go through. But there's not much signage to tell you what town it is, so I don't know. And the road over here is pretty bad. I hope it smooths out when you get out of town. There's another, let's see, gas is $2.96 a gallon. Let's see here, a lot of gas stations. You are doing this for money, beggar. No, why? I'm not doing this for money. If people want to give money on PayPal, that's on them. I'm on here because, not because I have to be, it's because I want to be. I enjoy sharing my life on social media. Even if YouTube was free, I still would have did it for free. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm not monetized. I don't have AdSense or Super Chat. If people want to, I'm not doing a Patreon where I'm charging people. If people want to give on PayPal, that's up to them. And if I didn't even have PayPal, I would still be on here. Why? Because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm an extrovert. I enjoy social media. I enjoy conversation. I enjoy people in real life or social media. I'm an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. That's why I'm on here. That's why I'm here now. And I go on my personal Facebook and make videos and put pictures. Why? Because I like to share my life on social media sometimes. Because I'm an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. There's people out there like you trolls out there that are introverts. They've never had a YouTube. They don't have an RV or van. And they don't use their real name. They don't use their real picture. And they don't meet anybody in person. They're just there to watch social media. But they're introverts. And not all of them are hateful. Some of them are hateful. That's the bottom line. That's a fact. That's a fact about you people that are trolls out there. The fact is, I'm not on here for the money. I'm on here because I want to be. Because I enjoy sharing my life. Because there's a lot of people that do love me. Not everybody hates me like the trolls want to make people believe. That's the bottom line. So, but I'll tell you why you're on here. I'll tell you why particularly the trolls are on here. They're just on here to use a fake name, a fake picture, fake profile, and hate. Whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's wherever. There's an RV park over here. And that's the bottom line. That's why you're on here. So that's a fact. Well, that's about it, guys. That's all my rant and ramble. That's pretty much all I got to say. I just want to ask you guys in closing here. I'm going to go ahead and get off of the stream now. Yesterday, my good friend Gerald, he called me. I didn't know I was on the air, and I doxed myself live on the air. He didn't tell me he was live. That wasn't cool. I wasn't happy about it. He said it was an accident. He called me and apologized. I've always loved Gerald. We're good buddies. I've always loved Roman Anarchist. I don't know if you guys know him. We're good buddies. But anyways, me and Gerald have been in contact, talking to each other on the phone. Maybe in the future, I think we'll do that again, where he'll go live on his smartphone and he'll call me and then we'll talk. And we'll talk on the air on his channel. And, you know, I might do that. Why? Because I like Gerald. And there's still a lot of people that watch us that enjoy what we do in the van life and all that. And Gerald is a very smart guy, and he's very mechanically inclined, and he's got a lot of tools, and God bless him, and he's a great guy, and I've always liked him. Has he done some bad stuff and said some bad stuff to me in the past? Yes. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect, but I've always liked Gerald deep down inside. So, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off of here. That's about it for my rant and ramble. That's about it, folks. It's a good day for me today. It's a positive day for me today. You know, it's a positive day. I'm back on the road. All in all, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for popping in. Got a new fuel filter. Got a new inline fuel pump. I got my battery fully charged at Walmart and got it secured down nice and tight. And I'm in better position right now to be on the road than I was before. And also, my ignition coil was tested. That's fine. That's good. My spark plug was tested. I have spark. That's good. Eventually, I get spark plugs and wires down the line. And I do a lot of other parts and maintenance down the line just for preventative maintenance, you know. That's just the way it is on these rigs. But today has been a positive day for me. It was a beautiful day. It was sunny. I didn't eat nothing today. I only got about 4 hours of sleep. Woke up, slept at 4:15 in the morning, woke up at 8:15 in the morning, but I was excited. Didn't eat much because I was too excited even to eat. Didn't even have a coffee, just had an energy drink the whole day. So I didn't eat much, I didn't sleep much, and I'm excited to get on the road, and I'm gonna drive as much as I can, and I feel great, and I feel positive. Everything came out good. I wish the mechanic gave me a better price, but what can you do? What can you do? I'm on the road. At least I got in and out. At least I didn't have to stay at a $35 motel for a few days and weather the ice storm and the crazy weather that was going to come there, because it was going to be a high 64 and a low 9 degrees in a couple days. So it is what it is. I'm in and out. I'm thankful. Thank you and thank God for all of you guys. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your positive energy. Mike, James, and everybody else, thank you for praying for me in Jesus' name. The cops, the deputy sheriffs of Oklahoma were really nice to me. They came behind me and they lit the rig up with their lights so I could be safe on the road. I want to thank the deputy sheriffs of Oklahoma. God bless you guys. I want to thank the towing company that towed me. I got the pictures of me getting towed, because people want to say that I'm a liar and I'm a scammer. Well, if you believe that, it's a bunch of baloney, because you can go on my Facebook fan page, Assyrian Nomad, and also my Nomadic Monger, Assyrian Nomad Twitter. You can see the pictures of Lisa Marie on the tow truck. Last night I made a video. You guys saw that the rig wouldn't start. I was on the side of the highway, and then today I got towed by a flatbed tow truck. I made a picture of the flatbed tow truck towing me, and I took a picture of the Lisa Marie at the shop with the mechanic underneath the Lisa Marie, working on a Lisa Marie. So those who say that I'm a liar and scammer, tell me, how am I a liar and scammer when I'm providing pictures and evidence of getting towed and being at a mechanic shop? I want to thank the tow truck guys. They treated me very well. I want to thank my insurance company and my third-party insurance company get a hold of these tow trucks and not charging me for the tows. Thank God. That was a good positive thing. I want to thank the mechanic for being honest with me. I know he's not watching this, but I just want to thank him in spirit, you know, with you guys. I want to thank the mechanic for being honest with me and diagnosing the problem and getting to the root of the problem and fixing the problem. Thank God in Jesus' name, he was honest. I wish he'd gave me a better price, but it is what it is. I was in and out in less than a couple hours. Thank God. I'm very, very thankful to be on the road and to be headed towards my destination. That's pretty much all I got to say. And for those who want to label me, and I want to thank everybody foremost for all your prayers and all your positive energy and all your comments. Thank you in Jesus' name. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And just for the record, this whole ordeal, I only had one person send me $5 on PayPal. And I thank that person for the $5. And that's all I got. I didn't make a killing on PayPal, but thank you for that $5. But for those of you who care about me and love me, it's not required, and it's not needed, and it's not wanted, but it's up to you. If you like me personally, and you like coming on here, and you want to help me out for food or gas to offset some of the costs of being on the road, or my repairs today that cost $350 cash, that's up to you. I would appreciate it if you would support me for $5, $10, $15, $20 at paypal.me/ElvisTravels. It's not required, it's not wanted, or it's not needed, but it's up to you guys. It would be nice of you if you consider in your hearts to help me out while I'm on the road. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you guys coming in, and I'll keep you guys updated more on the road here as I get to my destination. Thank you guys, and I hope to talk to you guys later. And again, once again, to the haters out there, there's no reason to hate, because I'm not lying or scamming or cheating anybody here. And I have the evidence to prove it of the Lisa Marie on the tow truck, Lisa Marie at the mechanic shop, and a picture of Lisa Marie with the mechanic under Lisa Marie working on the inline fuel pump on the rig. I have 3 fuel pumps on the rig, and it wasn't one of the fuel pumps that's in the tank. It was the inline fuel pump that was on the frame. So the 2 fuel pumps go through the fuel selector valve, and then there is another fuel pump that is on the frame that sends the fuel to your fuel filter, to your fuel injectors, to the engine and that's the one that went out. And the guy said he put in a Delphi name brand. He said it was $165. He said it was a high pressure fuel pump, and you know, and he got me going on the road. And so I wish the price was better, but what can I do? He claimed it was $165 for that pump, and he claimed he got it at AutoZone. It was a Delphi name brand. I don't even believe that AutoZone sells Delphi. I believe they only sell Duralast. But anyways, it's a Delphi pump, and I checked it at Napa, and they said it was $100, but he said it was $165. It is what it is. He was working on the rig for a couple hours, and it is what it is. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I've been rambling, talking too much, but I'm emotional, and I thank God for being on the road. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to continue to be on the road, and if I feel like I want to be on there back again, I will come back when I feel like it, and that's about it. Like I said, please support me, guys, if you can, whatever you can, $5, $10, $15, $20 to offset this repair cost and offset some of the fuel costs of being on the road here. Thank you guys for coming in. Still got about $4 grand in the bank, and I got my last check coming from my job, which is $570 tomorrow on Thursday. So I'll have about maybe about $4,400 in the bank, $4,500. And I'm proud of myself. Yes, I'm not a rich guy. I don't claim to be the hardest worker in the world. I don't claim to work 100 hours a week. There was times where I worked overtime at my job, but the bottom line is I worked and I saved money, and the van life has been great to me. Yes, you have breakdowns, but you got to take care of your rig. That's the bottom line. This is my home. I got to take care of it, and the more parts that I can replace, even if they're not broken down, as preventative maintenance, it's a peace of mind. That's the bottom line. Hopefully I'm going to be more prepared, but things happen on the road. This is about all that happened right now. That's it, folks. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in, and if I feel like it, I'll be back later on tonight. Please pray for me in Jesus' name. Please support me on PayPal.me/Elvis Travels, $5, $10, $15, $20. And I just ask you guys, please leave a positive comment on this video. Please leave a like. Please follow this page. And please just pray for me in Jesus' name, for my safety, my health, and for the safety and health, well-being of myself and my home, Lisa Marie. I'd appreciate if you do that. The road here is really bad. I want to get on the other side, but that's about pretty much all I got to say. Have a good night, folks, and we'll talk again. Good night. See you guys later.